Welcome back to the Hardpour Pub, everybody. Gonna be trying a beer from Oskar Blues Brewery. This is a whopper. This is an Imperial. This is their Hazy Blues Juicy IPA, coming in at a whopping 9.5 ABV. And I feel I earned it. First time turning the air conditioner on this year. I know, I'm late to the game, but me and my wife, we like it. We like it warm. So I got home from work, got in the house, I said, man, it is hot in here. She's like, yeah, it is. Time to turn the air conditioner on. So had a little problem with the drain pan last year, so I was a little paranoid, so I went up and I poured some water through the drain lines up there to make sure that my drain pan had a little clog in it, had a little mud dauber nest or something, and then my little float switch wasn't working, so it didn't shut it off, and it just let it overflow, leaking through the ceiling upstairs. Not good, don't want that to happen again, so went up there and just checked everything. Everything's draining good, so we're good to go. Ooh, this is smelling quite nice. Let's see what it says. Does it say anything? Just says it's an India Pale Ale, 9.5% alcohol, 1 pint, 3.2 fluid ounces. That's 568 milliliters for all of my friends that don't speak whatever it is we speak here in America. And that's pretty much it. Doesn't give anything about any flavors or anything like that we're going to have in here. It does say it's brewed and canned by Oskar Blues Brewery, Longmont, California, and Brevard, North Carolina, and Austin, Texas. So this is a brewery that's it's kind of spread out around there. So it is hazy. It's very hazy, but I can tell there's a lot of carbonation going on. I can see it near the edge of the glass. Love that nice massive head. Had somebody comment on one of my older videos, name I didn't recognize, maybe a new viewer to the channel. I do appreciate you, but they asked what's up with the pour. Well, this is the Hardpour Pub, so if I gave you anything other than a hard pour, you'd probably sue me for false advertising. I did do a video on why I do hard pour. It's a style that was weird to me when I first saw it, and I asked questions about it, and all the answers that German bartender gave me for the reasons for doing a hard pour resonated with me. That's right, I like using big words. It makes me feel smarter than I actually am. But yeah, the hard pour is just something that I love. If you think it's foolish, that's good. That's good, you can keep thinking that. But there are those of us who are fans of the hard pour. If you've watched any number of beer reviewers on YouTube, you'll see a lot of them hard pour, a lot of them don't. To each his own or her own. But here, that's what we do. Every beer style, every beer, all the time. It's a hard pour. This is the Hardpour Pub. Now, getting back to this Oskar Blues Hazy Imperial Blues Juicy IPA. Cheers. A little bit unexpected. I like this. When my nose got in the glass, I could smell the alcohol. I can taste it, but it's not as at 9.5. I was expecting the alcohol to be the dominant flavor, and with this being an IPA, I was expecting the citrus flavors to be like more prominent. But this is interesting because the tropical flavors are there, the alcohol is there, but I can't tell that this is a 9.5% beer just from that first couple sips that I took. And I always say that could be a little problematic if you got a few of these in the cooler and you're drinking it and you don't feel how much alcohol is in it, or you don't taste how much alcohol is in it. You could drink 4 or 5 of these, the next thing you know, you're laying on the floor. So let me go in for another sip. I was pretty parched coming out of that hot attic. Try another sip. Yeah, this has an interesting flavor. I can tell the citrus notes are in it, but it has something else. And maybe it's just the way that the alcohol, all that alcohol is It's got a nice flavor. I'm going to say it's a unique flavor. I've tasted a lot of beers. I've reviewed a lot of beers. And I haven't really tasted one that tastes like this one does. That's a good thing. I always say, if you're a brewery, and you make a beer that everybody else makes, you got to do something special to yours to make it stand out. Otherwise, it's forgettable. Now, there are tons of breweries that make juicy IPAs, that make hazy IPAs. But this flavor, which is going to remain a mystery because it doesn't say anything on the can whatsoever, this beer has a unique flavor, which immediately, even though I can't put my finger on what the flavor is, makes it memorable. So I'm going to remember the Hazy Blues Imperial as a beer that was different from other hazy IPAs, from other juicy IPAs. And I like that. And if you're looking for, if you're burned out on hazies or, juice bombs, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this one. This, I think, would be a welcome surprise. This is canned on 11/14/23. So November 14th of last year, and it's now April 18th of 2024. So this is a fine beer. This is actually, I've had other Oskar Blues beers, and I liked them, but I don't think I liked them as much as I like this one. This goes straight to the head of the line for Oskar Blues beers as far as my preference goes. This one here is a winner. So if you can get your hands on it, give it a try. This just might cure your burned out on hazies mentality. This might get you back in the game. So I think you really like it. 9.5%. It's a banger, and it tastes absolutely divine. So I'm going to finish nursing this thing while I'm relaxing. Not going to guzzle it. This thing tastes too good. I want to taste every minute of it. So thanks for stopping by the Hardport Pub, and I will see you next time. Till then. What is that mystery flavor? I have no idea, but it's divine.
Please subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss anything from the Hardport Pub.